I'm just sitting out here on my porch, and it's kind of a nice little spring day here, and thought I would do a couple of quick little things here. I'm going to do a series of videos. I'm going to call it Language of the Blues, and this is important because it's something I talk about a lot when I'm teaching, when I'm coaching people through learning how to play this music in a band, all those sorts of things. And I talk a lot about language of the music. But I don't see a whole lot of videos that are out there that just sort of touch on some of these basic things. And it's one thing to describe it, it's another thing to see it actually done. So I thought today I'd do something really, really simple and quick. There's a particular lick that you hear a lot in blues songs, in rock songs actually, in country songs, and it's based out of some really simple basic stuff. Blues is fascinating because we sort of hover in this middle between, sometimes using a minor sound with a major chord, and something like that sort of creates a little bit of dissonance, and it's sort of inherent in the music. And with that in mind, this riff is part of the riffs and heads and intros to particular songs. It's common as a riff that you'll hear, players like B.B. King, as just one example, used a lot, where it's this idea of starting on the minor, adding in a major sound, and then sliding up to catch another piece of that, usually a part of the four chord, and again, if you're not sure exactly what that is, I'm happy to explain some of that too. Maybe put it in the comments and as a question, and I can sort of explain what I mean by that. I'm going to be in the key of A just because it's sort of in the middle of the guitar. But the riff kind of goes like this. It starts on I'm here on the 5th fret, and I'm sort of barring across what would be an A chord now up here in the 5th fret. It's really what it is. It's got a minor third in this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that little bar that I have here, and I'm going to hammer on the major third. And again, an important thing, it's a riff that starts songs. You hear players play variations on it at different parts of the guitar where you're sliding from the major or from the minor up to the major. In this case, how this riff works, I'm going to hammer on this 4th. So now I'm going up here and sliding up into what would be like part of a D chord, an A form of a D chord, and then sliding up to catch this little part of, which is really part of an A7, A flat 7 chord up here. But I'm not playing the full thing. All right? And then hammering back on down here. So one of the things I have my students do is just to practice that. Just practice hammering on that single note. So basically going from the minor third to the major third. And then the next step would be, which actually is the introduction to My Babe, a song made famous by little Walter Jacobs. But there are lots of other songs that use that same kind of a riff or a head. Born in Chicago is another one that you hear a lot. There's a ton of different songs that use something similar to that. And to find this is up here. I've got a 3rd finger up here on the 9th fret on the G string, and then I'm down here in the 8th fret on the B string. And again, if you have questions about that, put it in the description. But that riff, that little thing, can be part of a solo section. As I said, it's part of songs and introductions to songs, which brings me to the main piece of this, is that to really learn the blues and to learn how the blues can help you in other genres too, because all of these riffs are things that you find in as I said, country songs, rock songs, all that stuff. Go and learn those classic songs. And if you send me put it again, I'll look in your comments here. If you give me a way to get a hold of you, I can email you or message you with a list that I have of songs that I think are really important. Classic songs, blues songs that are important to learn, just because they help you to learn that vocabulary. And that's really the key. It's where you start. That lick is a great thing to start with. It kind of gets you rolling into a bunch of different things. And as I said, it can be part of solo sections. It can be part of the heads of common songs that you might play at a jam, or if you're in a blues band. But this is where it all starts. So see you next time. Bye.